time, most of us are starting to think about that perfect summer vacation, but a new poll shows when it comes to planning that perfect destination, men and women think very differently. Joining me this morning is travel expert Kendra Thornton. Kendra, thanks for joining us. Okay, tell me all about this new poll.
Well, thanks for having me. I'm at the Cambria Hotels and Suites, D.C. It's an upscale property, part of the Choice Hotels family, and they just released the findings of their annual summer travel survey. So I love how they really highlighted the differences between men and women and how we view our summer vacations. Some of the key findings were, first of all, when does your vacation really start? Well, for 1 in 3 women, that vacation starts when they leave work the day before. But 1 in 3 men said their vacation doesn't really start until they are literally on the plane or in the car headed to their destination. Another interesting finding is that men will spend more on their hotel rate than women, on average about $14.57 more.
That is interesting. I would love to know, what are some of the popular destinations that men would like to go to versus women?
Well, both men and women picked the beach as their preferred top destination for a summer vacation. But as a second choice, women said they would rather go to a national park, whereas men said they would rather tour a city. So some differences there. But the states that they are most interested in visiting this summer, Florida was the top pick, followed by New York, North Carolina, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania. So the East Coast is really dominating in terms of where people want to be this summer.
Now, I'm wondering, when it comes to spending, you talked about how men will spend more on a hotel. Are men willing or women willing to spend more on certain items versus men?
You know, I mean, that wasn't covered specifically in terms of what women would spend more on, but one thing that was interesting in this survey was that women are 100% more likely to pack 3 pairs of shoes over men. So I don't know if we're surprised by that, but that definitely is the same in my family.
I can totally understand that. You know, just out of curiosity, what are some of the pet peeves that most of us have?
Yeah, you know what? The #1 pet peeve was a noisy hotel neighbor. That was picked by about 1/3 of the survey respondents. The second biggest pet peeve was getting stuck in a traffic jam, which we could understand, because when you want to get to your vacation, you want to get there. You don't want to have to sit in traffic.
Are there any must-haves that people would like to have with their hotel?
Yes, the #1 must-have was a complimentary breakfast, which I can understand because it saves people a lot of money if that first meal of the day is included in the price of their room, and also then you don't have to like seek it out somewhere in the neighborhood. The second pick was people really want that free Wi-Fi, which makes sense because we're capturing photos on our vacations and we want to share them on social media, but we don't always want to have to pay the extra, fees to have that Wi-Fi.
All right, Kendra, thank you so much for joining us this morning. It's been a pleasure.